Welcome back. Welcome back. First off, let me apologize that we weren't here for pregame. The whole team had a lot going on, but to show y'all that we true Sixers fans, we still showed up for postgame because we were available.
Most
Boy,
definitely.
do we got some things to talk about. The Sixers fall to the Cleveland Cavaliers, 133 to 107. Tough loss for us, man. Very, very tough loss for us overall. We got to defend.
Yeah,
They
man.
just scored. They scored at a hot clip, and we didn't, in my opinion.
Most
I
definitely.
mean,
Bottom line.
outside of the second quarter, every quarter they just looked like the better team. I didn't love seeing this game, especially because this is an opponent that we probably will see down the line. They aren't winning in the ways they're used to winning right now, but they're figuring it out the same way we are. So I
Most
really don't
definitely.
like that we showed up the way we showed up tonight defensively. Like defensively was my
Bottom
biggest
line.
issue.
Bottom line, BG. I looked at the whole box score of the game, and of course, I watched the game. And the first quarter, you allowed 33 points. Punch in the gut, right there, right then and there. You allowed 33 points. You score 18 points. Then in the third quarter, you come out of halftime. You allow them to score 33 points again. So, like you said, the lack of defense, you're constantly putting yourself in holes. And there's been too many games this season where there's been heart pumping to the end, comeback, big shot by Grimes or whomever. These mistakes, these self-induced mistakes that we're making a lot of the time, 6 turnovers in the first quarter, just sloppy play, not strong passes, you know, they lead into losses. And playing against a team like we played tonight, who was seventh, I believe, before the night started, and we were in fifth, and now that they beat us, we're seventh and they're fifth. That's how this Eastern Conference is right now. They're all on top of each other. So, we got a ball and we play them on Friday. So it's no time like the present, BG.
Yeah, I mean that's the only saving grace is that we do get to see this. We do get to see this team again in less than 48 hours on the same court. So I mean, we get a chance to get our get back. But man, just like Jay said, it's like something about certain teams we just play bad again. I don't know what it is. Like certain teams, that
Donovan
grouping of
Mitchell.
teams, that grouping of teams that he just put on the screen, Hawks, Cavs, Bulls, is a fact. Like for some reason, I don't know what it is, man.
Yo, Rizzy
Go
got
ahead.
a point, man. Rizzy got
What
a
do you say?
point. Maxie and VJ had off games, man. It's hard to, get off to good starts when your backcourt is playing like that to start the game. You know what I mean? Of course, you can't lean the loss on them. It's a team loss, but I do see that, trend. When they play bad, when they play off, it kind of throws the whole process off. You know,
Don't say that. Don't say that word again.
Okay. The
Thank
P
you.
word.
I
The P
thank you.
word, right? The P word, right?
Yeah, that
I
word.
was just making sure we was on the same page.
Don't say that word again. Don't you say that. Don't you say that word again.
The P word, right? Yeah. Of course, for those who didn't watch the game or didn't see it, Barlow went down pretty hard on his back. He will be out for the foreseeable future with a back injury. We're praying for good news. This is a hit in the starting lineup and the hit to the team, but with Barlow being one of our defensive specialists, and we're talking about a lack of defense right now. BG, how are you feeling about our power forward position going forward with that news right there I just gave you?
I don't know. And I say I don't know because I don't know what Nick Nurse gonna do. We're gonna start Wofford. We're gonna start Jabari Walker. We're gonna start Bona. Like I don't know. Is Kelly Oubre gonna magically become our power forward? Like when it comes to this coach, I just don't know what the the direction will be now that Barlow might be out for a while. I don't know, man. Do we
Yeah.
slide Paul George to the four and then put Oubre back in the starting lineup? Like
Who's
I
looking
don't,
pretty good right now? Who's
he,
looking better right now?
he looking pretty good, but I don't want to get smaller
No,
just because
absolutely.
he's more talented than Barlow is just like no. I like
Maybe,
Kelly Oubre
maybe,
coming off the bench doing what he do.
maybe you could start a Dembona, and keep Drummond in his backup center slot because I don't like Drummond. I don't like Bona coming off the bench before Drummond. I don't like that. I think Drummond was the more stable hand, especially earlier on in the year. I don't know where that changed up at, but I need Drummond to be the first big man off the bench if Embiid comes out. I
Is
don't like
Drummond a
that.
big man?
Damn, PJ, really?
I'm just saying, when you taking, I get it, we down 30, but you taking
You
1
taking
foot 1 foot 3-pointers in the corner off balance. Like, I don't get who told you that. Who told you that was a good shot? Who advised you that, yeah, that's the shot we want you taking, Drummond? I don't give a fuck how much we down. Dog, don't shoot that shot no more, dog. Don't do that no more, dog. I really almost threw something at the screen when you shot that shit, dog. Like, what are you doing?
he was telling everybody, I'm shooting 42% for the season. I'm gonna shoot this Sean. They keep leaving me open. You know what I mean? With his let me not bait BJ.
This is a key point, man. We can't keep having these games where B got 6, 7, 8 turnovers in the game. I get it, he has a high usage, but it's too many of these big number turnover games for him. Not even like when you take away his turnovers, we only had 6 as a team. We only had 6 as a team, so he got to cut that down, man. I've noticed a lot of these box scores I look at, even when he have good games, you be like, damn, yeah, 5 turnovers. Oh, damn, he had 7 turnovers. Damn, yeah, 8 turnovers. Like, I'm tired of seeing that shit, dog.
Yeah. That is a big problem for him. Especially because he's handling the ball a lot. We have seen his assists go up, but them turnovers shouldn't be going up, and that's what's going on. They need to clean that up ASAP, especially earlier on in the game. Your turnovers are leading the scores every time, and it's putting us in a deeper hole. And it's hard to get out of those holes where you got a Donovan Mitchell running around doing what he wants. And nobody really checked him all night, to be honest. Nobody checked him.
As far as Nick Nurse goes, in my opinion, I do agree with you guys. I think that he is an old school coach that is stuck in his old school ways, kind of like Doc Rivers was. And
what do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. He's stuck in his ways. It's very rare that he adjusts. He goes in with a game plan, just like Doc Rivers used to, and just goes at it and until it works. We don't seem to make adjustments.
Right.
We don't. He's not a bad coach.
No.
It's just when we need him to do things that coaches are supposed to do, he doesn't. And that's what I don't like. I'm not going to compare him to this guy, but I'm going to compare the scenarios to these two guys. Two NFL teams fired coaches or stepped down that people wouldn't imagine being fired or stepped down. And it's just simply because it's like how many times do you have to do the same thing over and over again to say maybe we need to go in the right direction? And I'm speaking of Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh in Baltimore. Is it like, yes, you respect them as coaches, but like, at what point do you say, all right, you ain't doing shit to help us win anymore? Like, at some point you let it go. Kind of like what we did with Andy Reid. Remember Andy Reid? We hated getting rid of Andy Reid. But it just we understood that, damn it, we can't get over the hump. We couldn't get over the hump.
Right.
And that's what worries me about this Nick Nurse guy is that I think we have the talent to compete, but is he going to be the reason we don't get over the hump? And a lot of times it feels like that might be the case.
A lot of these losses, a lot of the, things I see every game that lets me know that it might not be the night. The lack of adjustments, just like you said, a coach should come out and make an adjustment. It shows right there in the box score, the third quarter, 30 points. Coach comes out, make an adjustment because you were on a run before halftime. He made an adjustment. You didn't adjust. Like you said, he's stubborn. He's stuck in his ways. In this day and age, in this NBA, in this new age NBA, where you're facing these coaches, bro, you got to be able to adjust. I have not seen Nurse do that.
I'm sorry.
He's scarred real bad. He's scarred real bad, y'all.
No, but I look at those type of things where it's like, this is not BG saying Nick Nurse isn't a good coach. Like I think he's a solid NBA coach. He's been around for a while and he knows He knows the game. He knows his
But
X's and O's. I'm not
but to
saying he
say that,
doesn't.
his greatest point of success as a coach was, of course, as a Raptors coach, where he had wily veteran players such as Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, leading his team, veterans who knew what to do, who knew how to react, and could adjust on the floor on their own. I don't think Nick Nurse is the type of coach that can show players how to adjust, if that makes sense. Some coaches are just ready to hop in a convertible with all the parts and pieces flowing already and knowing what to do and lead that team. This isn't that team. This isn't that team. They need to be molded into what they are, their identity. They still don't have no identity. They're trying to figure that out.
We have a lot of ugly losses that's going to bite us in the ass. Them 2 chokes against the Bulls and the Raptors lost the other night. We should have won. Going to kill us. I agree, man. I don't like losing games that I know we should have in hand. I'm not saying that this game should have been in hand because remember, BG did say we were going to split with the Cavs. I said we were going to split with the Cavs.
Right.
But it's like some of those ones you talking about, the choke job against the Bulls. Oh my God, I'm still pissed about that. Some of these games is like, well, y'all should be happy. Y'all was on a 3-game winning streak. No, I don't care about 3-game winning streaks. I care about beating the teams we're supposed to beat and competing at a very high level against teams that are on our level. We got to. For some reason, like we said, when we face the Cavs, we don't look like ourselves. We don't look like ourselves offensively, defensively, nothing about it. Like everything looks bad. We damn sure didn't look like a team today. Because when I look at the team stats and I see the Sixers had 22 assists, but somehow the Cavs had 41 assists.
Yeah.
That goes back to that ISO ball shit again. That goes back to that ISO ball shit.
Back to that. And we
gotta stop. Like we gotta trust each other. We gotta move the ball around. It's too much standing and watching ISO plays for me to fall in love with the Sixers team right now. It's nasty. I don't like it.
And it's contagious, BG, quite frankly, because you see players like Grimes. There was a play where he had the ball the whole possession, dribbling around, eventually got a turnover. They scored. Nobody touched the ball. It's contagious. Your league guys has to set the example of spreading the ball around, making that extra pass. When we play like that, bro, I don't see no team that could beat us. Why your face like that? Why you look at that? What's wrong?
Because I forgot about the Denver loss to the G League Denver team. I forgot about it, and Mr. J just reminded me. Appreciate you, Jay.
Leave it to him. Leave it to Jay. Always remind us about the horrible losses. But hopefully, we can bounce back. Brother Grimes, young VJ, had a rookie-like game tonight. We don't see him play many games like he played tonight. Missed quite a few 3-pointers. I think, an aggressive VJ is a great VJ. So, I think we need to see him aggressive more.
Oh, this shit nasty. And when I looked at the box score last game, every player had a plus minus, a plus in a plus minus section. Every single player got a minus in our lineup. Every single player except for Bona's 0 and Jared McCain's 0. But everybody else has a negative plus minus. I don't like that. I'm not an analytics guy, and I don't really usually care about plus minuses. But when you look at the box score and every single player, all of them have minuses. Come on, dog. Like, we got to do better, man. This was a terrible shooting night. We shot 40. No, I'm sorry. They shot 43% from the field. We only shot, hold on, give me 2 seconds. We shot, oh my God. We shot 40 from the field, but we shot 28% from 3. Jesus.
And you know what? And that's another problem with me with this team. And it used to irritate me back in the day, bro. If the 3 isn't falling, you have to go to something else. You have to get a higher percentage shot. Bottom line, you got to. You got to. It's not good basketball. It's not conducive to wins, man. And we're going to get ourselves in jams settling on the 3-point shot a lot. It's really cringy for me to watch a 30-foot miss. It's really cringy when we're losing.
I don't mind 30-foot misses. I just don't like when we fall in love with it all game.
Contested Jones, man.
I don't like when we fall in love with it all game. When I look at everybody on our team's three, like at what point does the 2 for 8 Maxi say stop shooting threes? At what point does a 1 for 6 BJ say, you know what, I'm gonna go to the cup?
That's
Kelly
all I'm
Oubre
saying.
2 for 5, Quentin Grimes 2 for 5. Like everybody was letting that bitch fly, and not many people was hitting. 0 for 4 from Jabari Walker, 0 for 2 from Drummond. I'm gonna smack the shit out you if you keep shooting these damn threes, dog. Like that last one had me so angry, dog. Like what? Like what are you doing?
You were hot about that last show, real
Like what are
bit.
we doing, dog? Like, dog, come on. That's not like I don't give a damn how much we losing by. I tell my girls
Right,
this all the time. When I'm coaching, if we losing, yo,
right,
execute. Not freelance just because we down.
right,
Execute the fucking offense.
right. At the end of the day, and it seemed
That's
like
what
a
you're
lot of
supposed to be doing. Not, oh, we losing, so let's just have fun. The fuck is you doing?
it wasn't just one guy killing us. And Evan Mobley over there had 17 points, 13 rebounds.
He's
You
an
know, we
all-star. He's
we
going to
let
do
him
that.
run him up. We let him run him up on the boards. A lot of offensive boards for that guy. That's another problem I'm seeing this year. We're allowing teams to get a lot of offensive boards from us, just not doing the fundamental stuff.
This
Boxing
year,
out.
Carl,
I didn't want. I didn't want to trick you.
don't you let these team stats fool you because we not at the bottom of rebounding this year. That it ain't been forever. We've always been a terrible rebounder. Always been a terrible rebounding team.
But to be
And
to be
especially taking a I'm sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off. Especially losing Barlow so early, it was guaranteed we was gonna get out. I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
guaranteed. When Barlow went down, it's over. We ain't
But
out rebounded nobody.
to be totally fair and honest, we were doing a lot better in that category earlier on in the year with the surgence of our power forward position. Wofford went down, and you go ahead.
Oh, never mind. I
No,
thought it was
no,
40.
no.
So somebody asked the question how many offensive rebounds they had. It was 12, but I was reading the defensive rebound category, and I was like 40, but that was defensive rebound. They only had 12 offensive rebounds.
But that's 12 too damn many, bro.
Yeah, it
That's
is. It
12
is.
too damn many. And it's the fundamental stuff. It's little stuff like that that's going to lose you games. You can't allow a team like that with a few all-stars and a great coach extra possessions to score on you, and you're not playing defense that well. That's a bad recipe, man. That's a bad recipe. I definitely, a Bird. We've been talking about that Twin Tower lineup. BG, what do you think about that Twin Tower lineup?
I always look. You for what 2-3 seasons we begged for them to please put a actual big out there with Embiid. If we gonna let him float around the 3-point line all game and float around the free throw line all game, put a real big man in there. Just
Yeah,
play two bigs. Why not?
yeah,
Why not?
yeah,
We've been begging for this for years. If
yeah.
Embiid's not going to be a dominant force in the paint, dominant force at all times. But if he's not going to be the dominant force in the paint, we gotta get somebody. We gotta start a big, not start a big. We gotta have a big on the floor with him most times. In my
Most of
opinion, like having Paul George, Kelly Oubre, BJ, and Maxi next to him, or Kelly Oubre, PG, what's his name? Damn, I just went blank. Quentin Grimes and Maxi next. That's not like where's the rim protection?
right,
Where's the rebounding?
right,
That's why most games VJ Edgecombe got 7, 8 rebounds. That's why most games PG got 6, 7 rebounds because
right,
we don't get it from our bigs unless it's Drummond.
right.
It did seem like more offensive rebounds than 12, but they only got it listed at 12. They only got it listed at 12.
Berg, I was right with you. It just seemed like a whole lot more. It seemed like they
It did.
controlled the game from that standpoint, got extra possessions. That first quarter really was a hell of a punch in the gut, man. And I felt it. It felt like 40-something points. I had to look at the box score 2 times to make sure it wasn't. But when you put yourself behind the 8 ball like that, I can't stress it enough. These games where they putting themselves like that, I said to myself, it'd be interesting to see them come back from that. It'll be interesting to see them come from a 33-18 first quarter against a team like that. This was a playoff game. We got a snippet of that. So we should see. We should definitely see what this team is hitting for. From here on out.
You know how much I hate when we play on national TV and the whole entire world is watching us and we do stuff like this. Like, I just don't understand. Just
Right.
when everybody was saying, yo, the Sixers might be something to be reckoned with, it looks like Embiid's knees is holding up. It looks like BJ Eshcombe might be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Tyrese Maxey's taking that next step, MVP candidate. And then we get on national television
And
in
look
front of
like that.
everybody, and we look like this, dog. Every time, dog. I swear,
Yeah.
it's them national televised games. We always come up short, dog. Like, I don't understand.
Good coaching brings consistency, but we're not going to just hang it on nerves. These players got to show consistent effort every night. They got to bring it on defense. They got to take that personally. Too many times I'm seeing guys too comfortable with their man passing by him for the bucket. Why are you cool with that? Don't we got fouls? Don't you want to use them? The game has gotten so soft, man, and we're one of the softest defensively. To be honest, they got to get better at that.
Oh my
What's
god.
up?
Oh my god.
What,
Dog, we
BG?
10-10 at home.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
We're 10-10 at home. At the house, we 10-10.
Need you say any more? Yeah, Cleveland is definitely a matchup problem for us, Berg, on the fact that who you gonna get guard that man that night when he playing like that? Who gonna guard that man?
Oh damn, Frame put it up here. I ain't even see Frame. I must have been looking when you put this on the screen because I was like,
That's
what is our
crazy.
record at home? And I went over here and I'm like, 10-10.
That's a bad drawing. That's it. We got to get better at that. But I really flagged that off at inconsistency in the lineup as well. It's definitely been wild different lineups throughout the season, especially at home. It has been.
Carl, we've
Early.
been Carl, we've been excited over the last 2-3 weeks that we've been
Yeah,
seeing the
yeah,
same lineup.
yeah. But earlier on in the year, there was inconsistencies.
Well, what
You know,
about now?
now we should now. We got punched in the mouth tonight, but the good opportunity, like we said, like we talked about, we get the rest tomorrow. We got to play these Bulls on Friday, and
Make
then
it
and
make
this. Go ahead. This one I like to see. I like to see these type of back to backs because Nick Nurse get an opportunity to show us his adjustment right in front of our face. We should see a drastically a different Sixer team on Friday. Why are you looking like that?
We should.
I know. I
Doesn't
know.
mean we going to.
I know. I know.
Don't mean we're going to. We got to figure out something for Donovan Mitchell, dog. That fucking 20-point third quarter, dog. We can't let individual players cook us like this so much. Like, I hate. Obviously, we lost to the Cavs, but the way they let Donovan Mitchell just control the entire third quarter,
Yeah.
like, damn, dog. Like, y'all can't do nothing about this shit. I get it. He is superstar talent. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But damn,
Hey,
a
Rizzy.
dub in a quarter?
I gotta agree with Rizzy on his last comment too, man. A night like tonight when the lights is bright and you got a guard like that on the opposite side who's an all-star. Tyrese Maxey, you can't pick and choose which nights you want to be a superstar. Bro, you gotta show up on nights like this. That first quarter, it seemed like he was a little bit, lackadaisical out there. Just being, I'm talking about working hard to get his shot before he got the ball. Tyrese, you got to attack that rack. You can't settle for, 3-point shots. You got to continuously attack that rack. So that's just my opinion. He's going to do it. He has an off night here and there. He's an all-star, top 3 player in the league. But let's go.
It's just difficult for him against a Cavs team who always got twin towers on the court. Like,
Most
they
definitely.
always got
Most
towers on the
definitely.
court. So I get why Maxey was shooting jumpers, but damn, bruh, 2 for 8 from 3 I ain't
That's a
rocking with
bad
that, dog.
job. That's a bad
2 for 8
job.
from 3, dog. I
That's
don't
when
like
you
that.
that's when you work that middle. No Diddy. You know what I mean? That's when you hit the mid range. You get the mid range popping off. You know what I mean? You get
There
the
you
pick.
go. Way to go. See, you cleaned that up fast.
It's a new year. It's a new year. You get the pick and roll going with Embiid. And y'all work that, or you throw it off the Paul George on the wing, which I think they should go to him a lot more. I
Rizzy,
think.
Corey, bro. I'm not either. But somebody
Mm-mm.
put a comment on the screen earlier in the show saying, "Hey, if the Cavs face the Sixers in the playoffs, who you choosing right now, and in how many games?" I don't fear anyone, but I'd be naive to say that, yeah, we don't struggle with the Cavs. We struggle with this team, dog. We struggle against this team. So I'm not scared of them, but dog, we got to clean stuff up before by the time we get to the playoffs. Because guess what? They're gonna be better than
Okay,
they
yeah.
were. They're gonna be better than they were today come playoff time. Just like we will. Just like we will. We got to figure it out, man. We got to figure it out. I'm not saying that I'm down now. We have been looking good, so I'm not
Right. Right.
angry. It's
Right.
just that against these type of teams, dog, we gotta figure out a way to get a dub, dog. Donovan Mitchell has been cooked, dog. He had 46 the first time we played him. Carl,
So 46
Donovan Mitchell had 46 the first time and had
and now 30,
30,
what, 36 tonight? 30,
35 tonight, dog. We got
35
like
tonight. We got it.
unacceptable, dog.
And once again, that points to adjustments with me. He already cooked us. Y'all didn't have a plan for him after he scored 40 something points. You didn't know he was going to attack you the same way.
But the weird thing is, he only had 15 in 3 quarters. For real. He had a dub in the third. Like, that was it. His dub in the third cooked us.
He turned up. He turned up.
His dub in the
He
third.
told his team, hold on, hold my beer. I got this.
I got it. And the thing about it was, it wasn't just scoring, dog. He got to the point where they was worried about him so much, he was making an extra pass. He was making an extra pass.
And that's all. That's my whole thing with Tyrese Maxey. And I hope he took a seat back because every score is different. And really sat back and watched Donovan tonight because Donovan will probe the lane. And it's not really necessarily to get his shot all the time. It's to get somebody else open. And you know, that's the next level with Tyrese Maxey, what we saw tonight. And Donovan Mitchell, you know, he does both extraordinarily. You know, he's definitely a different cat. He's a different cat, bro. He's a different cat.
He a hooper. I had a conversation with my dog Luke a couple years ago, and he was like, Donovan Mitchell ain't really what they don't NBA stars don't look at Donovan Mitchell as a star with them. I was like, why not? Like, he been cooking since he been here. Like, he was cooking in Utah. They just couldn't win they couldn't get out of the second round, first round, whatever they couldn't get out. But individually as a talent, man, we had to recognize that we was going against a killer, and he killed us. He did just that. He killed us.
Most definitely. But you know, it's certain things that we were doing spurts in the game, like showing off a pick and roll was real good on defense, being aggressive, you know, that we weren't doing the whole game. That it just irritates me that we can do certain things. They play good defense in spurts of the game, or they rebound well in spurts, but then they'll drop off the face of the earth in spurts. That hurt us. So, you know, I think they need to step it up. And Fridays tonight.
Coming out the locker room is still an issue. Coming out the locker room is obviously an issue. As Carl mentioned earlier, we lost the first quarter 33-18. I think it was 33-18. The last time we played the game, the Cavs, we lost the first quarter 41-27. Hey, but you say to yourself, you know what? Sixers will figure it out. They're going to come out of the locker room at halftime and be a different team. No, the first game that we played the Cavs, they beat us 37-20 in the third quarter. So the first quarter and the third quarter of both of these Cavs games made both of these games blowouts. See what I'm saying, Corey, when I say I'm not scared of them, but I'm not going to act like I don't recognize they be smoking us, not beating us. They be smoking us. That's a problem, dog. That's a problem.
A problem that they got 48 hours to figure out, BG, because we right back on national TV with these guys on Friday. And guess what? Y'all going to be right back here with us 30 minutes before the game, Eat Sleep Sixers, to discuss how we going to change what happened tonight. Because we need to change what Bird talk about right here. Nobody cuts, nobody slashes in certain spurts of the game.
Berg, there is the Sixers are a perimeter-based ISO team that only runs screen and roll, individual ISO at the free throw line, individual ISO at the top of the key. dribble handoffs, but none of those offensive sets involve cutting. The only player on the Philadelphia 76ers that is a consistent cutter and doesn't just watch when the game is going on is Kelly Oubre. He's the only one. If you watch the game, just next Sixers game, just only tell yourself I'm gonna look for people that cut without the ball. There's only one player on this team that does that. Everybody else, when we're in our offense, they stand. We just stand and watch. Hey, Maxey. Oh, way to cook him, Maxey. I was over here standing. I'm glad you made the shot, Maxey, but I'm just standing. Oh, and B got it this time. I guess I'm going to stand here. Now we got Paul George mixing somebody up.
I'm going to stand
here. Just stand here. It's just the Sixers. This is just what we do. This is what we do.
And you know what? This is just what we do. Look up top. Y'all see we on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. BG always love to laugh, and we always love to have y'all on here. Much love to all of y'all. BG, if they understand that in English, please tell them in Spanish.
Oh, man, dog. Corey funny, dog. I'm kind of sorry he got Coco Jones, too, dog. But no te olvide, Alecile, un amigo, que la digo un amigo, que la digo un amigo.
Wepa.
Unfortunately, basura tonight, man. Basura tonight, man. Sixers couldn't pull it off. But we will be right back here Friday. Hopefully we getting a dub. Don't forget to come here for pregame. Don't forget to join us again for postgame. And we out. Peace.